The GMC HUMMER EV Pickup exists at a strange but revealing intersection of today's auto market. It isn't trying to be sensible, efficient, or quietly competent. Instead, it answers a different question. What happens when excess, once defined by fuel consumption and engine noise, is reimagined through electric power and software? Welcome to Pro Auto Analyst, where we explore cars not just for what they show, but for what they truly deliver in life behind the wheel. In that sense, the HUMMER EV is less a truck and more a statement about where the upper edge of the market is headed. It takes the idea of electrification and applies it not to restraint, but to capability and scale. This isn't an EV designed to replace a mid-size pickup in daily fleet use. It's designed to prove that electric platforms can support extremes of weight, power, technology, and off-road ambition without apology. The problem GMC is solving here isn't range anxiety or emissions compliance. It's relevance. The original Hummer brand lost its place when excess stopped being culturally acceptable. The EV version reframes that excess as technological rather than mechanical. Torque replaces displacement. Software replaces gearing complexity. And silence replaces noise, not to be polite, but to be controlled. From a power perspective, the HUMMER EV doesn't chase efficiency metrics. It uses its electric architecture to deliver immediate, predictable force in situations where traditional trucks rely on mechanical momentum. Off-road, that matters. The ability to precisely modulate power at low speeds without transmission lag or throttle guessing changes how a vehicle like this behaves on rocks, sand, and steep grades. The trade-off is weight. This is a very heavy truck, and no amount of electric cleverness erases that reality. GMC leans into it instead, using the mass to enhance stability and confidence rather than pretending it isn't there. Comfort is handled in a similarly intentional way. The suspension isn't tuned to feel light or nimble. It's designed to isolate, to level, and to maintain composure across uneven surfaces. On-road, the ride feels deliberate rather than plush. You're always aware of the vehicle's size, but you're rarely unsettled by it. That's an important distinction. This truck doesn't try to shrink itself around the driver. It teaches the driver to work with its scale. Technology in the HUMMER EV is abundant, but not entirely ornamental. Features like rear-wheel steering and CrabWalk aren't party tricks in the context of this vehicle's mission. They exist to solve real spatial problems created by the truck's length and width. Tight trails, narrow parking areas, awkward loading angles. These systems reduce friction in situations where a vehicle this large would otherwise be limiting. That said, they also increase complexity. Long-term ownership will depend heavily on software support and system durability, areas where electric trucks are still building their reputations. Inside, the design reinforces the idea that this is a tool for people who want capability without austerity. Materials are durable, but not Spartan. The interface favors clarity over minimalism, which suits a vehicle likely to be used in gloves, dust, and varying light conditions. Screens are prominent, but they serve functional roles: vehicle diagnostics, terrain data, camera views, rather than existing purely as lifestyle displays. It feels engineered for use, not just presentation. Daily usability is where the HUMMER EV draws its clearest line. This is not an easy vehicle to live with in dense urban environments. Size, weight, and charging logistics all demand planning. But for owners with space, infrastructure, and a lifestyle that includes towing, trailering, or off-grid travel, the truck adapts well. The removable roof panels, onboard power capabilities, and robust battery system suggest a vehicle meant to integrate into longer, more intentional journeys, not quick errands. Long-term ownership confidence will hinge on how well GMC supports this platform over time. The underlying Ultium architecture shows promise in scalability and update potential, but the Hummer EV pushes it to its limits. Battery longevity, software stability, and parts availability will matter more here than in simpler EVs. This truck asks its owner to trust the system, not just the badge. So who is this vehicle really for? It's for buyers who want a technological flagship with genuine physical capability. People who value presence, control, and experimentation more than efficiency or subtlety. It's not for traditional work truck users who prioritize payload simplicity or cost per mile. And it's not for EV buyers seeking minimalism or environmental symbolism. The GMC HUMMER EV Pickup doesn't argue that the future of trucks will be smaller or quieter in spirit. It suggests the opposite, that power and scale will remain, but they'll be delivered through different means. Whether that future is practical is still an open question. But as a demonstration of what electric platforms can enable when restraint isn't the goal, the HUMMER EV is unusually honest and intentionally uncompromising. Command the extremes, experience the HUMMER EV today, and subscribe for more in-depth EV and truck analysis.